Dave and Emma decide to spice up their marriage, but their plan goes awry when Emma kills a man right in their hotel. After the accident, Emma disappears, and Dave finally finds out the horrible truth about his wife. It turns out that she is a super high-skilled assassin. And now Dave, Emma, and their kids are in serious danger, since Emma's former boss sends a group of professional killers to find and catch them. Well, this is definitely not the best role play in Dave's life. But let's get back to the beginning. Our story starts with a beautiful woman having a cardinal makeover in a public toilet. She changes her appearance after completing her mission as a killer. As she murders a man right in the middle of the street, she flees the scene unnoticed and heads back home to her husband Dave. He is a loving and caring family man who enjoys his peaceful suburban life with his wife, Emma, and their two beautiful kids. He thinks he knows everything about Emma and her boring manager's job, but she is hiding a very dark secret, living a double life and working as an assassin. Emma reveals that she completely forgot about her and Dave's wedding anniversary and feels very ashamed. She wants to make it up to Dave and be the best wife she can be, but her job drags her back. Emma's curator, Raj, tells her that she has to be more careful since a group of very dangerous people is after her. He also offers her a new mission, but Emma wants to spend time with her family. In order to spice up their marriage, Dave gives Emma a sexy nurse costume, but she has a better idea. Dave and Emma decide to try a sexy role play and pretend as if they are meeting each other for the first time in a luxurious hotel. Well, this really sounds like the start of an interesting adventure. The next day, Emma arrives at the hotel bar wearing a wig and a sexy black dress. While Emma is waiting for Dave, who got stuck in traffic, she catches the attention of an old man. He introduces himself as Bob Kitterman and desperately wants to spend time with Emma. He questions her about her disguise, but Emma intends to maintain her cover. Eventually, Dave shows up, and Emma hopes that nobody will interrupt them now. Unfortunately, Bob is being very clingy and doesn't want to leave Emma and Dave alone. He persuades Dave and Emma to have a set of shots together, and Emma deduces that he knows the truth about her real identity. After they drink their shots, Bob finally leaves them alone, and Dave and Emma enjoy each other's company. Dave drinks too much alcohol and falls asleep as soon as they enter their hotel room. Emma looks at the timer on her phone and visits Bob in his room. Turns out that he is an assassin as well, and Emma, whose real name is actually Anna Peller, is his next target. Bob was hired by a sovereign organization to track her down and bring her to his boss, Gwen Carver, alive. Emma tries to bribe him, but Bob is too greedy to agree to her conditions. Then, Emma reveals that she poisoned him back at the bar. Now, the timer on her phone has run out, and Bob passes out without reporting to the sovereign. As Dave calls Emma, Bob manages to stand up and attack her with a gun. While talking with her husband, Emma continues her fight with Bob and eventually kills him herself. She hurries back to Dave and makes love with him, trying to forget what she has just done. The next day, Emma and Dave return home, and Emma tries to act like everything is okay. While their children are begging for a dog, Emma keeps texting Raj. She panics since her real identity is now uncovered and wants to see Raj in Berlin as soon as possible, but he tells her to lay low for a while. When Dave finds out about Bob's murder, he gets very scared. Dave and Emma become suspects since Bob spent time with them at the bar. He wants to call the police and explain the situation, but Emma makes him change his mind. Their sexy roleplay might look too suspicious to be an alibi, so she intends to wait until the police reveal other details of the case. Emma lies to Dave about another business trip and leaves. When Dave wants to meet her at the airport after her trip, Emma doesn't show up and stops answering his calls. Dave becomes even more scared when a couple of detectives find him and take him to the police office for an interrogation. They ask him about the night in the hotel, and Dave tells them about his role play with Emma. Special Agent Gwen Carver enters the room and listens to Dave's interrogation. The detectives inform Dave that his wife stole the identity of the real Emma, who died 8 years ago. Gwen Carver reveals that his wife's real name is Anna Peller, and that she is a dangerous killer. She shows Dave some proof and he is shocked. At home, he searches through Emma's stuff and finds a secret stash full of wigs, fake documents, and dangerous weapons. Suddenly, Agent Carver shows up at his doorstep and wants to talk about Emma once again. She asks Dave for permission to inspect his house, but Dave says no. Meanwhile, Emma arrives in Berlin and meets with Raj. She decides to quit her job, but she needs to save her family first. After Raj gives her fake passports for all her family members, Emma notices that they are being followed by the Sovereign's people. Agent Carver receives a message from her goons saying that they found Emma and orders them to catch her alive. One by one, Emma lures Gwen's people into traps and gets rid of them. It gives her some time to get back to Raj, but Carver's henchmen continue their pursuit. They shoot Raj dead, so Emma has to leave him and continue her way alone. Dave finds a secret business card with Raj's number and calls him, but Emma picks up the phone. Dave confronts her about the whole situation, and Emma sincerely apologizes for her lies. Dave learns that she is in Berlin and flies there to talk to her in person. They meet in a bar, and Emma tells him the truth. Her father founded Sovereign together with Gwen Carver. After his death, Gwen raised Emma and manipulated her to make her a perfect assassin. However, when Emma met Dave 8 years ago, she fell in love with him and decided to leave Gwen. Emma had to work as an assassin just to pay for her family's protection, but now Gwen is after her, and nothing can stop her. A group of Carver's goons appear in the bar and fight with Emma and Dave. They put the couple to sleep and take them to Gwen. Emma wakes up in Gwen's house in the middle of the woods. She discovers that Carver also kidnapped her kids and pretended to be their grandmother. She even bought them a cute puppy, but Emma knows that Gwen is just a cold-blooded psycho. She is obsessed with the idea of getting Emma back and threatens to kill her kids if Emma doesn't join her. As proof of her loyalty, Emma has to take a gun and kill Dave. Eventually, Emma agrees to obey Gwen's order. Emma takes Dave for a walk in the forest. She explains the situation and begs him to trust her. She shoots him in a safe spot and Dave pretends to be dead. Then, Emma goes berserk and starts killing Gwen's people one after another. As Dave wakes up, Emma takes him and they make their way back to Gwen's house. She gives him a gun and asks him to buy some time for her. While Emma bursts into Gwen's house and fights with Gwen's bodyguard, Dave shoots one of the killers and finds their kids. They are fine and unaware of everything that is going on around them. After a violent, intense fight, Emma kills Carver's bodyguard and intends to hunt Gwen down. But Gwen is not going to give up so easily. She takes her weapon and runs away. Emma follows her into the woods, and the two women start their bloody survival game. Emma continues to taunt Gwen and distract her until Gwen runs out of bullets. Finally, she finds Carver and attacks her. After a quick fight, Gwen gets seriously injured. She is about to die anyway, but she begs Emma to show her true nature and kill her. However, Emma is not the cold-blooded killer Gwen wants her to be, so she refuses to do it and leaves Gwen to die alone. Emma hurries to her family. Thankfully, everyone is okay, and now they can escape this terrible place. Emma tells Dave that everything is over. Together with their kids and the puppy, they leave Gwen's house, get into the car, and start their journey to their new and safe life.